Procurement procedure auditing through e-procurement. The general purpose of this video manual is to provide auditors practical instructions on the use of electronic functions in performing procurement audits through the platform. The main intended target group for this manual on the conduct of procurement audits through the electronic procurement system are the auditors of the Republic of Kosovo, respectively those involved in audit activities. Hence, this video manual is prepared to describe basic information on the user account and key steps that an auditor is supposed to follow during the performance of audits of concrete public procurement procedures through the e-procurement system. Pursuant to Decision 71/2018, published by the PPRC on October 16, 2018, each procurement manager in the contracting authorities is required to register audits in the system and assign them the role of internal monitoring. Once the procurement managers in contracting authorities have registered auditor and assigned them the internal monitoring role, the system will automatically send an email to the auditor with the following contents. Note: the role assigned to the auditor grants them the right of temporary access to contracting authority data. Auditors are subject to read-only access, which allows them to read and view instructions and files without privileges to amend or create system documents. It also allows them to export and download documents and samples created, uploaded by the contracting authority and economic operators. After an account has been activated and credentials are obtained, to enter electronic system data, the user is required to open the following page. This is the main page of the electronic procurement system that will appear after you have placed the link in the browser. By clicking on Login in the upper right corner of the main page, the user can enter the system by placing his unique username and password received by email in order to exercise his/her rights assigned to the auditors. Having entered the system, the auditor is able to amend his/her password by visiting the My Data menu and the Change Password submenu, which will open a window in which the user auditor places initially the current password and then a new password to contain at least one upper sentence letter and one number, and then confirm it. To save the changes, he/she clicks on the Save button and finishes the password change in the system. In the Messages menu, respectively its My Messages submenu, every auditor is able to view messages sent by the electronic procurement system, which are also forwarded by the system to his/her registered email. In the Notifications Procurements menu, respectively its Advanced Search submenu, the auditors can use the filter to enable them to perform detailed searches of procurement procedures for relevant authorities. After selecting the procedure and clicking on the Details button, all documents published for the contract appear. Also, in the Procurement Plans submenu, a window appears that shows all contracting authority plans for the fiscal year. The user selects the relevant plan and clicks on the Procurement Plans button to open a new window titled Final Procurement Planning that shows all relevant plan notes. One may also view the summary description of contracts planned for the fiscal year and the table of planned contracts. The annual contract plan can also be downloaded in Excel, PDF, or Word. Auditors can audit procurement procedures in the respective contracting authority by visiting the Procurement Procedures and then Contracting Authority Procedures submenu, which shows all procurement procedures of the contracting authority. The user auditor can click on the Search button to activate filtered search of procedures conducted by the contracting authority. He/she is also able to view all procedures containing the internal code, internal procurement reference number, name, type of procedure, foreseen value, user, status, public procurement dictionary, organization, and date of placement. After selecting the procedure and clicking on the Details button, a new window opens that shows all notes and documents related to the procurement procedure. Here appear basic information on the procedure and its status, as well as active buttons like Requests for Review, Other Procedure Documents, Proof of Admissibility. All documents created by the system throughout the bidding procedure in PDF format are found in the Notifications folder, including the contract notification, notification on contract award, notification on contract signature, etc. In the Tender Dossier folder, the user can find the tender dossier and all documents uploaded as appended documents by the procurement officer. In the Price Description folder, the user can find a description of the price prepared by the procurement officer. In the Bids folder, the user can find all bids made in the procedure and can download them without any privileges to amend their contents. In the Other Documents folder, the user can view documents like the Tender Dossier, Statement on Availability of Means, Minutes of the Bid Opening Procedure, Evaluation Report, and all other documents exchanged between the procurement officer and economic operators. In the Interested EO Registry is a list of economic operators interested in the procedure, in which the user can find basic procurement information and the number of bids and economic operators that have downloaded the tender dossier initially. The table Documents provides all data on economic operators that have downloaded the tender dossier and other related documents for the procedure. This table can be downloaded in the following formats: Excel, PDF, and Word. In the Procedure Messages folder, the user can find basic procurement information and view all messages registered on document exchange between contracting authorities and economic operators. In the Procurement Summary folder, the user can find basic procurement information. And in the table Notifications, all documents and dates of their publication, information on the Bid Opening Committee and Bid Evaluation Committee. In the Procurement Officers folder, there is a User window in which the auditor can find any user involved in the procedure. Thus, these are the modalities for conducting an audit of a procurement procedure in the e-procurement system. In the Complaints menu, respectively the Complaints to My Procurement submenu, the auditor can view all complaints against the contracting authority. Select one of the complaints and click on the Download Document button to open the Complaint Document Download window and download the complaint document and any other related information. The Awarded Contracts menu opens a Public Contracts window that offers an overview of all contracts of the contracting authority with relevant information, of which the user can select any given contract and click on the Download Contract or view the Contract card. In the Awarded Framework Agreements menu, the user can view all framework agreements of the contracting authority. Select the desired agreement and click on the General Framework card to instruct the system to generate all relevant data. In the Blacklist menu, auditors can view all blacklisted economic operators, as well as the dates of their inclusion in the blacklist. In the Reports menu, respectively the Statistics Printing submenu, a Statistical Reports window opens, in which the user can select any given statistical report, define the filter dates, and then click on the Generate Report to instruct the system to generate a report downloadable on Excel, PDF, or Word format. Similarly, in the Annual Report on Signed Public Contracts, the user defines the fiscal year and then clicks on Execute for the system to generate a report of annual contracts signed. In the first section, in Contracting Authority Identification, are all information on the contracting authority, while the second section, on Signed Public Contracts, provides information on all contracts signed by said contracting authority. Auditors can view and manage contracts and perform contract performance evaluations for the contracting authority which they are to audit. In the Contract Management menu, respectively the Performance Evaluation submenu, a Contract Performance Evaluation monitoring window appears, which shows information on all published contracts, with the respective performance evaluation indicators expressed in percentage. Clicking the Details button will reveal in details the evaluation of the EO, and pressing the button in the beginning of the row will show data on the workflow evaluation and all communication between the parties involved. Also, the Contract Management's menu's Contract Monitoring CA submenu opens a User Procedures window in which the users can view all contracts that have undergone performance evaluations, each containing contract number, contracting parties, date of signature, document status, date of commencement, date of conclusion, days remaining, status of deliveries, contract value with VAT, billed value, evaluation status, evaluation days, and coefficient. Here, the user selects one of the contracts and clicks on the Monitoring Report to open a report with all data on the procedure. The report is also downloadable in Excel, PDF, and Word format. Contract monitoring within the contracting authority. The procurement manager in a contracting authority can open a new user within the e-procurement system for each management level or chief executive of a contracting authority with interest to monitor contracts. This is performed by assigning them internal monitoring roles. After an account has been activated and credentials obtained to view electronic system data, the user is required to log into the system, go to the Contract Management menu, and then the Contract Monitoring CA submenu. The system will show the User Procedures window displaying all contracts undergoing performance evaluation procedures. Users will note that each contract contains contract number, contracting parties, date of signature, status of documents, date of commencement, contract status, date of conclusion, days remaining, status of deliveries, colored to mark all deliveries implemented, contract value with VAT, billed value, user can see the value billed and compare to the contract value, evaluation status, days, and evaluation coefficient. The user can also view the contract monitoring report by selecting the contract and clicking on the Monitoring Report button, instructing the system to generate a report containing a summary of all evaluation notes and all relevant documents used in the contract evaluation exercise.